अज्ञानातिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सागणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सागणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। पाञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं कृपातमं वन्दे श्रीकृष्णतारणं परमानन्दं। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय कृष्णते भक्त्यान्त स्नायते नमस्ते सरस्ते गरुडां चरणे शून्य पश्चात्। हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण।
प्रणाम।
What happened?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
My obeisances everyone knowledge Prabhupada. Venkat Dola Prabhu, my obeisances Madhuri Gopi Mataji, my obeisances Naveen Manyam Prabhu, my obeisances Padmaja Mataji, my obeisances Anand Sagar Jagannath Prabhu, my obeisances. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण और दंडवत प्रणाम।
हरे
प्लीज
कृष्ण।
एक्सेप्ट माय humble obeisances।
बाकी सब लोग किधर है सर? Today there is a marriage. I think everyone went there. You know. So actually, human life is meant for self-realization. You are listening?
Yes, Prabhu.
If you do not focus on bhakti, you will be shaken up. You will be shaken up by material energy, you know, and you'll be tormented by lust. You'll be tormented by envy, greed. When we are properly spiritual, then only we can do that. Otherwise, you cannot do it. You know. So, yeah, with the proper attraction towards Krishna, you'll be able to say no to all these demands. Otherwise, our spiritual life will become what do you call it? Our spiritual life will become like a spiritual insurance, you know. What do you think? No. So it's very, very important actually to practice very nicely, you know. We are all in Maya. Goal of spiritual life is to become free from Maya and go back to Krishna. We should become Brahma Bhuta. Today we are Maya Bhuta. You're listening? So we saw 6th verse last week. He who systematically sees everything in relation with the Supreme, who sees all the living entities as his part and parcels, who sees the Lord within everything, never hates anything nor any being. Doesn't mean you see Krishna in the heart of a tiger and you will not embrace this tiger. Understanding? You know, everyone is part and parcel of Krishna, no doubt. But you will not embrace tiger, right? You will?
No प्रभु जी।
No, Prabhu.
Why we don't embrace tiger? Tiger is part and parcel of Krishna, yes or no?
Yes.
Then we will not embrace tiger.
Because Krishna gave us intelligence also how to act, Prabhuji.
Krishna gave intelligence, okay. Yes, very nice. How to act, but it is Krishna's element, right? Tiger is also Krishna's element. You are also Krishna's element. Every living entity is your part and parcel of Krishna, and we are brothers and sisters. So what is problem embracing the tiger? Huh? Venkat Dollapro.
Yes.
What is the problem embracing tiger? And tiger is
We will
part.
die. We will die. It will attack. It doesn't know. So it will eat.
You are not the body anyway.
That's correct.
Who will say?
Prabhuji, we have to use even our body like a temple to serve Krishna properly.
Tiger is also body of Krishna's temple. Tiger is a temple for Krishna because Krishna is. I have a question for everyone. Is tiger Krishna present in the heart of tiger as Paramatma? Yes or no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Then why can't you go and associate with the tiger?
Because our consciousness is higher than the animals.
So, because your consciousness is higher, you will not go to tiger and say, your consciousness is very low, I condemn you. Go to hell. No? Krishna is present every atom, yes or no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Why can't we drink alcohol?
It will spoil us.
You are not the body, I'm telling you.
But at the end of the day, it is coming to our soul, right, Prabhuji? When we have the alcohol.
Soul is never affected by all these things.
Oh, okay.
Soul is always pure. So tomorrow onwards you'll start now.
No.
Our consciousness will affect Prabhuji.
Your consciousness will affect, okay. What happens?
Prabhuji, but that is not what Krishna is expecting from us. It is against the principles of what Krishna wants us, Prabhuji.
Okay, and that's a nice point too. Our consciousness is affected. That's also a nice point. That is not what Krishna expects from us, is also a nice point. So, thing is, though tiger is part and parcel of Krishna, tiger in the modes, 3 modes, Mahatama Guna. So, tiger doesn't know. Though you're not his body, you have this body. As long as you're in this body, if you utilize it to elevate your consciousness, you can go back to Godhead. Yes, you're not the body, but you're living in the body. And body is you're living in the body. Your connection to this world is body. Your connection to your wife and kids is this body. Your connection to this world is this body. If you're a student, your connection to the college is the body. So you have to take care of it nicely. Because when you're in the body, you have higher consciousness with which you can execute bhakti, by which you can go back to Godhead. So we have to minute to minute discriminate. You have to discern what is right, what is wrong. Madhuri Mother said, Krishna has given us intelligence. Understanding or not? The alcohol, what is it? Sirish Mother said, it will affect our consciousness. Alcohol will degrade us, to bring us to Tamaguna. Yes, so we are not the I know it will not affect the soul, but your consciousness is affected. That is how minute to minute to discriminate. That's why one has to chant nicely. Then you will understand. Otherwise, you forget. This is like, what is that weekend drug only, to acquire knowledge. Knowledge without sadhana, you'll forget eventually. How many of you agree?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Agree, Prabhu.
So, what is the goal of jnana? Bhakti. Perform bhakti. Goal of jnana is not jnana. Goal of jnana is service. Bhakti yoga. So you see everything is part and parcel of Krishna, then you will not hate anyone. You will not fight with your wife, fight with your husband. They're also part and parcel of Krishna. You have a relationship. So you try to bring them to Krishna consciousness. Okay, 7th verse. We saw 6th verse last week. Yasmin sarvani bhutani
Yasmin sarvani bhutani
atmaiva bhut vijanata
atmaiva bhuta vijayanataha
vijanataha
vijanataha
tatra ko mohaka sarva mohako soka
tatra ko moha kaha soka
ekatvam anupasyatah.
ekatvam anupasyataha.
Who will read the translation?
One who always sees all living entities as spiritual sparks in quality one with the Lord becomes a true knower of things. What then can be illusion or anxiety for him?
Amazing. So 6th, 7th, 8th verse. 6th, 7th, 8th verse. Last week I said there are 3 types of devotees: Kanishta, Madhyama, and Uttamadhikari. Kanishtadhikari means he sees Krishna in the temple, but he doesn't know how to deal with people. He cannot assess others' position. He picks up quarrel. He's a Prakrit Bhakt, materialistic devotee. Madhyamadhikari means Prema Maitra Kripa Peksha. Goal of Madhyamadhikari is he wants to serve Krishna by attaining love of God. He makes friendship with devotees. When he sees somebody innocent, he preaches. And he avoids envious. He avoids atheists. He avoids atheists and envious people. Uttamadhikari. Uttamadhikari means Mahabhaga devotee. He sees everything in Krishna's. He sees everything in relation to Krishna. He sees Krishna in everyone's what? He sees the Krishna in atheist heart. He sees Krishna in the dog's heart. Always he sees who is using the independence, who is misusing the independence. He always sees the soul in everyone's heart. That is Uttamadhikari. That's why Prabhupada, people like Prabhupada, or Uttamadhikaris, they will come to Madhyama platform to preach. Because Uttamadhikari doesn't preach. If you want to develop spiritual vision, you cannot imitate Uttamadhikari if you are not Uttamadhikari. Second thing, people like philanthropy. Sometimes in India, in the name of America, name of philanthropy, they'll give food, they'll give medicine. Oh yeah, that's great. Prabhupada said that should be there one organization which speaks of developing love of God. So in our organization, we focus only on giving knowledge, giving prasad, for the purification, and we want people to promote Hare Krishna mantra, Harinam Sankirtan, so that everyone can go back to Godhead. And if you imitate Uttamadhikari, what do you think? You'll behave on the platform of, you behave on the bodily platform. You'll start propagating false philanthropy. What is real philanthropy? Give Krishna. What is false philanthropy? Give food and medicine and you think you are great. We don't give food, we give prasad. Right? So because materialists, they don't have an information spiritual world. They work on terms of name and fame. Their goal is they want to become fame, fully in bodily platform. And what to accept? Accept previous acharyas. Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. Next Wednesday is Radhashtami. Gisa Radharani. Bhaktivinoda Thakur. What a personality Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Huh? And previous are Rupa Goswami, a genius Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami. They also Radharani. They are also like us. I mean, they took birth. But they dealt with Radharani and Krishna. Just follow previous acharyas. I was telling stories yesterday. Sagar Prabhu, you were there, right? Sagar Prabhu is there.
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm there.
So yesterday you were there when I was speaking about the Radharani's mercy on all these acharyas.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So that's why we should come in disciplic session. Disciplic, we need to have parampara. We need to have a guru. So for us to accept guru, we need to chant 16 rounds. Follow 4 principles. Chant Hare Krishna mantra. Then you'll go back, then you will become qualified. Many people came to Prabhupada, New York, and saw Prabhupada speaking to Westerners. He thought another Indian guru. Prabhupada is not another Indian guru. Srila Prabhupada is a Mahabhava devotee directly from spiritual world. So, to develop spiritual vision, we should accept Krishna as Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is all his energy. This is all his energy. Krishna is surrounded by his energies. This is metal energy. Spiritual world is dominated by spiritual energy, Yoga Maya. Now, 7th verse. Did we read 7th verse? We read 7th verse only, right?
We just started.
Okay, that's what we read. Yeah. So now Ekatvam Anupashyata. Ekatvam means not become one with God. What is Ekatvam? Let us see.
Seeing.
Can somebody read the main theme?
Living entities and the Lord are one in quality and interest and not in quantity.
Yes. So we are one in quality. That is Ekatvam. What is spiritual oneness? Who can see spiritual oneness? Ekatvam means what? This is the oneness. What is the oneness? Krishna, we are Sachidananda, Krishna is Sachidananda. Yes or no? We are
Yes.
one in quality means what? We are one in quality, different in quantity means what? Who will answer?
The qualitatively, we have the same qualities as Krishna, but we
Like?
don't have the quantity, like a ocean and a drop of water.
Okay, my question is qualitatively, what we have the same qualities as Krishna, are you sure?
Not all of them, Prabhuji.
So then what is spiritual oneness means?
Transcendental qualities Krishna had it, Prabhuji.
We
That
don't
is the
have.
difference.
We don't have.
We don't have transcendental qualities, Prabhuji.
Really? Who will answer?
Prabhuji, Krishna is Sachitananda. We also are in quality. We have the same features because we are not this body. We are as soul. We are Sachidananda.
Yes. Sirishmadi Amma, we also have to. Soul is transcendental. Soul is spiritual because Krishna is part and parcel. First of all, Krishna is spiritual, soul is spiritual. Krishna is eternal, Krishna is Sachidananda, soul is Sachidananda. Now I want somebody to explain what is Sachidananda means. Sat Chitananda. Can anyone explain 3 words?
Sat, always, Satchitana, bliss. Always bliss, happy bliss.
s-
Knowledge.
Shashwat, knowledge and bliss.
Sat means what?
Permanent.
Eternal.
Eternal.
Eternity, knowledge and bliss. Sat Chitananda. That in that Krishna also has same quality, we also same quality. But that is the only place we are equal, we are in one in quality with Krishna. You know? But of course, we have 50 qualities. Krishna also has 50 qualities. How many qualities Shiva has?
60.
55.
55.
54.
55.
5.
How many qualities Narayan has?
60.
60. Okay, 60.
How many qualities Krishna has?
64.
64.
4.
What are the extra 4 qualities Krishna has over Narayan?
Venu Madhuri, Prema Madhuri, Leela Madhuri.
And Rupa Madhuri.
Rupa Madhuri. Thank you.
Okay, so my question is, how many qualities Krishna has extra over Lord Shiva?
9.
9.
9. Perfect. So how many qualities Krishna has over Jivas?
14.
14.
14. And does Jiva have all the 50 qualities in full?
Partial.
Partial. Exactly. Because we have karma. Only Brahma has all the qualities, 50 qualities in full. So, thank you. Very wonderful. So, we can see, everyone should become a preacher. Start preaching programs actually, Then you'll understand, Should learn Kirtan, learn Kartal at least. And bring 5 people and give them Krishna. Your speech, start speaking Bhagavad Gita. When people come to your home and you go to somebody's home, start preaching, then you will understand the importance. Otherwise, the knowledge you have, it'll if you don't give, you'll forget. So spiritual oneness, ekatvam, means what? We are one in quality with Krishna, difference in quantity. Quality means what? We are a spark, Krishna is fire. We are a water drop, Krishna is a ocean. So water drop is H2O, ocean is also H2O. So we can see this in quality, it's separate, different in quantity. Uttamadhikari and Madhyamadhikari can see that. So what is the spiritual oneness? We are qualitatively one with Krishna, but quantitatively we are different. So what is Krishna's interest and Lord, our interest is same. What is our interest? Serve Krishna. What is Krishna's interest? Keep us back to Goddess. He take us back to Godhead and keep us with Him. He looks for our welfare. We love Krishna, Krishna loves us. What is common between us? We love Krishna, Krishna loves us.
Love. Prema.
Yes. So, why not qualitatively? We are only part and parcel. We have only 50 qualities. And because we are tiny and we have only 50 qualities, Maya can overpower us. But Maya cannot overpower Krishna. Even Devatas cannot be overpowered. We saw that couple of verses before. Right? Then what is that? When you attain perfection, what will happen? You will attain a platform where you will serve Krishna. Gopis. Gopis they perform rasa dance with Krishna. They deal with Krishna one to one. So when you attain perfection, when you get rid of all the impurities, no greed, no envy, no lust, no anger, no pride, when you become fully pure, then what happens? You will go back to Krishna. When you go back to Krishna, today enjoyment is gulab jamun, rasgulla, some sensual enjoyment. But spiritual pleasure is a trillion times. There is no comparison at all. Trillion times better than the material pleasure. Material pleasure is tiny, but it's not. It brings suffering. Spiritual pleasure is unlimited. It has beginning, no end. Who knows the verse? Yahi sansparsa jab hoga. Does anyone know the verse? Yahi sansparsa jab hoga dukha yoni vete.
Adi antavanta kaunteya ateshu ramate Buddha.
Yes. Material pleasures have beginning and end. Spiritual pleasure has no beginning. Has no end, only beginning. So, when we are fully purified, we realize, Brahmabhuta platform. Brahmabhuta means we are fully purified. Means we attain the qualities of the Parabrahman, Krishna. We realize our full state of 50 qualities. Then what happens? Like when you become obedient to father, what happens? When you're ready, he'll give you his own business. Likewise, you will attain Krishna's standard of pleasure. King is happy, king's servants are happy. Likewise. Understanding or not? So when you attain liberation, or when you attain love of God, our goal is love of God, not liberation. Lord Chaitanya always preached love of God. Because if you practice pure bhakti, you're already liberated, yes or no? Today you start practicing pure bhakti, are you liberated or not? Even in the material body. Huh?
Eventually will get liberated.
Today if you practice pure bhakti, you are liberated today, bro. Pure bhakti.
Okay.
Mam je abhi abhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samtiti etan
Brahma Bhuai Kalpati.
Brahma Bhuya Kalpate. That's the verse. If you practice pure bhakti, you're already on Brahmabhuta platform. It means we are not practicing pure bhakti. Venkatru, you are understanding or not?
Yeah, understand.
So we are not practicing pure. Why are we not liberated? Because we are not practicing pure bhakti. Yes or no?
Yes, bro.
So if you practice pure bhakti, you are liberated. Then what is the goal of our life? Lord Chaitanya, what does he say? What is the goal of spiritual life? Attaining
Pure bhakti. So,
Prema.
attaining love of God, attaining prema. Attaining love of God. So in the love of God, prema is, in the Krishna prema, liberation is already embedded. Okay. Now, when you achieve, what is the result of achieving oneness? Ekatvam Nupashata. You will fully surrender to Krishna. You have no material desires. You will become free from illusion and lamentation. And freedom from birth and death. You become free from birth and death. Ekahametam purusham mahantam aditya varanam tamasaprastha. त्वमेव विदित्य अतिमृत्युमेति नान्यपन्था विद्यते इत्तिष्ठता जागृता प्राप्तिवरान्यवादत. If you glorify Krishna, who is mentioned in Vedas, Purusham Mahantam, Mahapurusha. So by knowing him, by serving whom, you will become free from cycle of birth and death. Svetasrutameshat. So if you serve Krishna, you will become free from illusion and lamentation. So if you serve Krishna, if you perform bhakti, Slowly you'll develop a desire to give up, all this lust, greed, envy, anger. Then only you'll be, by the power of Krishna's attraction, by power of performing bhakti, you'll become free from the influence of Maya. Understanding or not?
Yes.
So if you reject bhakti, what happens? Today you see everyone thinks I am this body. Nobody even knows Krishna. People are atheistic. What is the end result? Godless civilization sponsored by mundane politicians. They were godless civilization. Brothel houses, factories, technological development, lust. What is the end result? Full of anxiety. How many of you know Roman civilization?
I don't know, Prabhuji.
You heard of the name?
Roman we heard, but civilization I don't know.
Roman civilization. This Western culture is all from Roman civilization.
Oh, okay.
Roman civilization. It was in Rome, Greek and Rome. They were destroyed because of illicit sex and overeating. Today, people eat like anything. So, when you don't want to become part and parcel of Krishna, then what happens? You'll become anxiety, no jobs nowadays. If so many people are sitting on bench, worried, so much anxiety. People who have jobs, they're worried for children. People who are youth, American youth, they have green card, citizenship. They don't know anything. They don't want to marry. If they're married, 3 years divorced. So when we reject Krishna, what happens? You will be bound by material laws, stringent laws. Why today society is a chaos? He made a nice point actually. What is his name? One store wala. Why there is so much of recession nowadays? You know what he told me? You want to hear? You all want to hear?
Yes, Prabhuji. Want.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Today, everyone has money. And slowly we are going away from, unless of course devotees are very wonderful. So when we go through bad period, Krishna conveys a message to us. We learn something from this. Krishna convinces us dukkhalaya shashvatam. But non-devotee, it's a wake-up call for them. This store person, I went to distribute Janmashtami flyers. He told me, you are ready to hear what he said?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
He's telling this Prabhu, I think this, when you come to same store, you can make friendship with the store owner, right? I said, he has like probably 800K home. He has purchased a Tesla. And one day he and his wife came and they purchased all the groceries for $140. It was billed. Finally, his wife said to pay the counter, as she is paying money at $140, suddenly she saw there is a Ganesh statue, a Ganesh picture, one small picture of Ganesh. He told husband, yeah, she asked how much is that? He said $10. He told husband, I want to buy this. Husband said no. Why? We can go home and print it on the internet, free of cost. You don't need that. So people have Teslas, but when we say Bhagavad Gita for $10, no, we have it. How many of you seen that? Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, $250. How many of you seen that, So not interested. Not at all interested. They
Yes,
have
Prabhuji.
no problem buying a Tesla worth, I don't know how much is Tesla now, but just $10 Bhagavad Gita. Not interested. Not that you have Bhagavad Gita, you are a pure devotee. But thing is, slowly we are going away from, even Indians are like that, He said, I pray, my Lord, give us one recession. I said, look, you should never pray like that. There are so many sincere souls. So what is the result today? Full of anxiety. People who have jobs, they're worried what will happen after some time. Students, they don't even have jobs actually nowadays. No jobs. Okay, they have job, people are worried for the children. Children are also in anxiety. Kali Yuga means anxiety. Sad. The laws of nature are very stringent metal laws. One day I went for Bhakti exhibition. It was freezing cold actually. I told many times in the temple. I knocked at that window, car window, windshield. And that person opened his window, Sir, Bhagavad Gita. Immediately lifted the window and he said, look, before he lifted, he said, my life is all set. I don't need Bhagavad Gita. I really laughed myself. Your life is all set. So things happen in your way only 3 months or 4 months or 3 years. We start making theories of it. I was also like that before. So now Krishna, laws are stringent, but I know that metal laws. Then verse number 8. Saparyaga chukram akaryam avaranam asnaviram suddham papaviddam kavir manasi paribhu swayambhur yatatan yatardhan vyada shashvatibhya samabhya. Saparyaga chukram akaryam avaranam asnaviram suddham papaviddam. Actually, these are great qualities. Isopnishat. Isa means controller. How we are different from God? Saparyaga chukram akaryam avaranam asnaviram siddham papa viddam. Saparyaga chukram akaryam avaranam. So these are, can you somebody read the translation? Amazing actually. So Isopnishat wants to prove we are different from, we are one in quality with God, we are different from quantity because God is a controller, supreme controller. Can somebody read?
Such a person must actually know the greatest of all, the personality of Godhead, who is unembodied, omniscient, beyond reproach, without veins, pure and uncontaminated, the self-sufficient philosophers who has been fulfilling everyone's desires since time immemorial.
Amazing. So, Sapariga Chukram, Asanaveram Suddham, Avaranam, Asanaveram Suddham, Papa Viddham. These are the qualities we don't have. That's how we are different from God. That's how we are different from Krishna. You know, what is that? Unembodied. Krishna is not like us. Madhuri Gopi Mataji, what does it mean? We are not, Krishna is not like us. Means what?
We are
Yeah.
embedded in this body, Prabhuji.
We are embodied in this body. We are covered in this body. Made up of the blood, made up of this bones, blood, flesh, and marrow. Krishna's body is not like that. Krishna is who will recite the verse? Ishvara Parama Krishna.
Satchidananda Vigraha Anadi Govinda
Krishna is Satchitananda Vigraha. The form of Krishna is spiritual. We are spiritual but living in a body. We are living in a body made up of 5 elements: earth, water, fire, ether. It's a dead body. It's a covering only. Like a driver sitting in the car, we are sitting in this body. But Krishna is not sitting in the body. Krishna is unembodied. Krishna doesn't have a body. Krishna is body. What is the next quality? Can you read?
Omniscient.
Means what? He knows everything beyond reproach. So, you cannot find fault with him. What is this?
Without veins.
Without veins means what? He doesn't have a material body. If you just, somebody, you're cutting the vegetables, your finger is cut, ooh, because your veins are cut, blood comes. Krishna doesn't have veins. What is the next one?
Pure
Okay.
and
No. So what happened? Krishna shifted from Vasudev, this according to Jiva Goswami, Yashoda gave birth to Nandanandan Krishna, and Devaki gave birth to
Vasudeva Krishna.
Vasudeva Krishna. Yogamaya brought this Nandanandan Krishna and merged, the Vasudeva Krishna merged in Nandanandan Krishna. And Vasudeva, what he did, he took Nandanandan, this Krishna, back to Gokul, and he left it and he picked up Yogamaya. Then they start celebrating. Haribol. The child was born. Nanda Maharaj came. Then immediately they called the doctor to cut the umbilical cord. Where is the umbilical cord? There is no umbilical cord at all. Understanding? There is no umbilical cord. They were shocked. So here Krishna has no veins. Pure and uncontaminated. Prophylactic and self-sufficient philosopher. And he is one person by taking care of everyone. Eko bhuvanam yo vidadati kama. Understanding or not? You're listening? Okay, now we'll see the PowerPoint. Now Krishna's form is what is Krishna's transcendental qualities? Krishna's form is spiritual, transcendental. Krishna's who knows the verse Ajopsa Naviyatma? Anyone knows the verse Ajopsa Naviyatma? Ajopisa Naviyatma Bhutanam Ishwaropisan Prakritim Swami Dishtaya Sambhavami Atmamaya. First of all, for us to take birth, We need parents to come together. But Krishna is not like that. Krishna is unborn, Aja, Aviyatma. His soul is never destroyed. You know, Bhutanam Ishwaropsan, his Supreme Lord. And he created himself. Sambhavami Atmamaya. He just descends, not like us. There is no covering for him, body covering for him. Krishna Swami is Sachidananda. And Krishna is what? Omnipotent. Is what? Omnipotent. Means omnipresent means is everywhere. Omnipotent means supremely powerful. Invincible, Ajita. And is everywhere. Like this deity, that is the expansion of Krishna. That is Krishna only. So it takes care of one personality. It takes care of everyone, all the universes, all the people in the universes. And what is that? He is greatest of all. Saparyaja, Saparyaga Chukram. He is greatest of everyone. And Krishna is Atmarama, self-satisfied. Krishna doesn't need anything. Why people go to temples? If I go to temple, there is some peace. You know, why peace? When Krishna is there, when you go to Krishna temple, Krishna has pleasure. He is a reservoir of Ananda. When you go and see Krishna, he'll give you little Ananda. You're understanding or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
And Krishna is self-sufficient. He doesn't need anything. Prabhupada says, Krishna is not looking for your food. If you offer, you will make progress. But Krishna is not starving. For you to make progress, you need to render service to Krishna. But Krishna is always liberated. What is the next one? Self-sufficient. Atmarama, he doesn't need anything. He is fully satisfied. And Krishna is antiseptic. Sin will not touch him. Suddham, apapaviddham. Gopis, for example, I have a question for all of you. Should I tell?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So Krishna's quality is, for example, sun is there. He'll purify water from lakes, rivers, oceans. But the sun god purifies water from the stool also. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Can sun purify water from the stool?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Sure.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So while purifying water from the stool, is sun becoming contaminated?
No.
Anybody? Yes or no?
No, Prabhuji.
No, Prabhuji.
No, perfect. Sun can purify, sun can evaporate water from the lakes, oceans, ponds, but it can evaporate water from the stool. But stool, when it come in contact with the sun, stool is purified, but sun is not affected. Listening or not?
Listening.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, uh, he does many things, but he is not affected. Asnaviram Suddham Apapaviddham. Sin doesn't touch Krishna. Gopis initially approached Krishna for conjugal union, but Krishna purified them and they became pure devotees. Topmost devotees. How many of you are listening?
Listening, Guru.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So what is it? Do you understand the point? Antiseptic and prophylactic. So sin will not touch Krishna. That's why people go and offer, with how much, all the lust, we offer bhoga to Krishna. You cook some food. And what Krishna will do, actually Radharani sees so much of impurity. Radharani removes impurity, but Radharani is not affected with impurity. You're understanding or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, Krishna, the way sun can evaporate water from the stool and remains uncontaminated, anybody would come in contact with Krishna, they become purified. So, okay, what is it? You want to make an offering to Krishna in the evening. You're listening or not?
Listening.
Prabhuji.
Asnaviram Suddham Papyadam. So Gopi is, like for example, you offer bhoga to Krishna. It is fully impure, but Krishna will remove the impurity. And what he will do, that food, he'll make it a spiritual, he'll make it a transcendental. That is another example for Krishna's prophylactic nature, Krishna's antiseptic nature. Understanding?
Yes, Prabhu.
Suddham, antiseptic. Papa with them, sin will not touch Krishna, prophylactic. We need to know the meaning of apavidam means sin does not touch Krishna. That's why whatever food you offer to Krishna, Krishna will eat it. But the food is filled with lust, greed, envy. Krishna says, don't worry. So Krishna is antiseptic. No impurity can touch Krishna. You're understanding or not?
Yes, Prabhu.
1 minute. The next one, Krishna's form is transcendental. Transcendental means he does not have, he's not he's not a nirguna. Nirguna means he has no saguna, material form. But Krishna is a form. But Krishna's form is not like our form. Our form is prone for destruction. So can you see? Krishna's form has no veins. When they want to cut up the umbilical cord of Krishna, So what is that? Krishna's form doesn't have veins. There is no difference between his body and soul and mind. They're all same only. Krishna's form is same, Krishna's mind is same. Everything. And Krishna, Maya is in his control. We are controlled by Maya. So Krishna controls Maya, but Maya controls us. That's a different thing. Krishna is omnipotent. Krishna is omnipotent. He is everywhere. He is supremely powerful. Anga niyasya sakalendriya vrittimanti. Who knows the verse?
Pashyanti panti kalayam
Jagati Ananda Chinmaya Sadujvala
Ujjwala
Vigraha
vigrahasya
Govindama Purusham
So Krishna's, he's just by thinking Krishna can be there. By seeing he can eat. By, thinking he can go there. Krishna is very fast. Any limb of his body can do service. You know? Can we act like Krishna?
No.
No. No, Prabhuji.
Okay, perfect. Why? We are conditioned with 3 modes, and Krishna is above 3 modes. The only person who can remove us from the 3 modes is
Krishna.
Krishna. That's it. So I know my question is, next one is, yes. So because any one of senses can do anything, Archa Vigraha, Krishna temple, it's marble or made up of metal, made up of marble, metal, whatever. But because it is installed with the proper, what is that, proper rituals, so then that the spiritual, that form becomes spiritual. You know, and Archavigra is non-deity from this original form, and Archavigra is actual incarnation. And by rendering service to temple Archavigraha Murti, so Krishna, what is that? Archavigra is an expansion of Krishna. And what is that? Yeko Bhavanam Yuvedadikam mercifully supplies to living entities according to his desires. He is only one, but he takes care of all of us. Based on your qualification and desire, he gives us. You know, he gives his mercy, but he also disciplines us. He wants us to come back to his spiritual world. But if you do the wrong thing, you'll get punishment also. So whatever is your desire, Krishna will eventually fulfill. That's why we should always pray, my Lord, I don't have any desire. So we should keep on praying. Then eventually Maya will leave you. Hare Krishna. So should we see all these qualities one after another? Or we'll see next week? We'll see next week actually. Already 6 o'clock. We'll see next week, and these are very great qualities. You know, self-sufficiency, greatest of all, prophylactic. You know, we'll see next week. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Randaraj Ishopnishad ki jai.
Jai.
Dandavad Taribul, I'm ending.
Dandavad Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.